I'm trying to see anybody here, if you want to raise your hand right now, have something anti-Israel. So everyone's been very pro-Israel so far. Anybody have anything they want to argue against Israel? Anything you want to argue against the Jewish people?
Yes, yes, please.
Who?
Yes, please.
Booty Diddler 69?
Yes, it's my first time in the chat. Hello, Mr. Tel Aviv. It's good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you too. Where are you calling in from?
Very far away in Asia. I can't tell you because there's some crazy jihad online. They want to track me down. I
Okay,
cannot say
I
my
can
location.
hear Malaysian in the voice, I think.
Okay, fine.
Am I
Okay,
good? Am
so
I that good? Tell me that I got it right.
no,
Oh,
a little close to Malaysia, but
Indonesia, Singapore,
not. No, 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 no,
Brunei?
no, 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 no,
Okay, I'll
no.
stop guessing. Okay, what's up, brother? Assalamu
Okay.
alaikum. Welcome to the show.
Okay, Salam alaikum, Mr. Tel Aviv. I have a question there about the West Bank settlement.
Okay.
Uh, I am not anti-Israel, but I have this one question.
Mm-hmm.
Why do the international they call the West Bank as illegal, but for the Israel they consider it their land? Because there's a discrepancy. So I want to know more. Why is it so?
I didn't totally understand your question.
Uh, because in the international, they say the West Bank settlement illegal.
Mm-hmm.
But for the Israel, I know a lot of people here maybe live in the West Bank too, and you say it's not illegal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why the international, they have this information against Israel? Why?
Just because in the same exact way that you have the United Nations, who has had more sanctions and more calls against Israel than every other nation in the world combined. It's the same exact
Oh,
reason. There's
really?
an anti-Israel, anti-Semitic bias in the world. It's simple, and
Uh,
there's nothing else to say. It's that's that simple.
but yes, I understand this. But when I asked, about my professor in politics at my school,
Mm-hmm.
they say, well, international law, they say Israel cannot claim the West Bank because it's not for them in 1947 or something.
Yeah, but that's not true.
Okay.
The 1947 partition was broken 6 times, and then Jordan
Yeah.
occupied it in 67
Yes.
and didn't
Yes.
relinquish it. They had no intention of creating a state. There was no condemnation, by the way, in the UN against Jordan for occupying the Palestinian state. And then Israel won it fair and square when Jordan attacked Israel. Israel claimed the land with intention to relinquish it, but never did because there was never an opportunity. There is nothing illegal happening in the West Bank. There's no occupation. It's not being occupied from any group of people that used to live in that land. 1948, there was no Palestinian state. There was not even a Palestinian people. That didn't exist. 1967 is
Yes.
when Palestinian people started existing. That's when their identity became a thing. But it was occupied by a different nation called Jordan with no intention of giving a Palestinian state. 67,
Yes.
Israel conquers the West Bank with an intention of relinquishing it to a new Palestinian people, but that opportunity has never been given. We're already almost 100 years after this conflict initially began. It's our land. We should decide what we do with it, declare sovereignty, and that's it. The thing is, the world doesn't want to see Israel get bigger and stronger. It wants Israel to stay weak and frail because it believes that Israel is some sort of white colonial state. And this is also by the fault of Israel. I will say our PR, I say this all the time, has been absolute shit. It's been horse shit. And the American Jewish sort of media propaganda sphere has done a shit job at representing Israel. And that's what I'm part of my job is to try to break that as well, to break that narrative. And try to push to you guys this idea that we aren't a white colonial nation, and fuck it, if I'm an Arab, then I get to live anywhere I want in the land. I can live in the West Bank, I can live in Gaza. I mean, Arabs call me an Arab Jew. Under the UN, I should have right to settle wherever the fuck I want in the Middle East. But I don't have that right because I'm a Jew. So it's racism is the answer. It's absolute clear-cut racism. If you want to call it anti-Semitism, call it anti-Semitism. You want to call it anti-Jewish hatred, you could call it anti-Jewish hatred. It is racism.
Hmm. Yes. I also heard about something, three different
Listen,
areas,
bro,
right?
I'm so sorry, but I'm realizing we don't have so much time of the show left, so I want to give time for more callers.
Okay.
Call in again in the future, bro. Thank you so much for calling.
Okay, okay. Thank you
Appreciate you,
so
bro.
much. Thank
Thank you.